I'm Heather, aka Bunny, from the stream team Dragon and Bunny. Today I'm going to share with you guys my top favorite replayable games. These are games that I feel that I can get the most out of by spending hours and hours playing them, but still being able to go back later and spending even more hours playing the same games. I find it really hard to spend a lot of money on a game that I know that I'm only going to play once. So if I get a game, I want to be able to play it multiple times. Now, I'm not saying that these are games that you have to go out and buy right now because they are the best games ever and that there's no other better game. These are just my opinions. So take it as that. Why get a game when you can't play it again? So let's get started with number one. My number one choice of replayable game is Stardew Valley. You can customize your character any way you want, and your goal is to create a prosperous farm through farming and through raising your animals. You start off as a lowly employee at Joja Company. After receiving a letter from your grandfather, you decide that it's time that you changed what you wanted to do in life. So you go and take over his farm. You can do a lot of different things from farming, raising animals, befriending people in town, fighting monsters, mining, and even taking part in different festivals that happen throughout the different seasons of the year. You can set up your farm however you want. With the expansions and the updates that they've done the past few uploads, you are able to choose from a variety of different farm styles to start out with. You can start out with the normal farm, the fishing farm, the mining farm. There's a monster farm that at night it has monsters. There's a whole lot of different things you can do with that game, and each playthrough can be completely different. My number two game is the Jackbox Party group of games. Now these games are great if you have a lot of friends and you have them over often and you just want to play, or even if you're a streamer or like to stream and your friends live far away. You can all play these games together. They are great. They're basically trivia games and other silly little party games. There's Jackbox 1, Pack 1, Pack 2, Pack 3, and a standalone Drawful 2. Now, the best thing about these games is that you can pit your friends against one another and you can make silly things happen. One of my favorite out of the games is one called Quiplash. The point of the game is you are given a prompt, and then you have to write the funniest thing that you can think of for that prompt. And then the other people in your game vote for who they think is the funniest. And your goal is to try to beat everybody else. And it's great, because even if you only have 2 or 3 people playing, there are other games in that pack you can play. If you have 8 people playing, you can play all of the games. And if you have even more, the later games you can actually add an audience to. And the audience can be a big help or a big hindrance depending on what they're doing. You can, as an audience member, either take part in surveys to try to figure out the answers for some of the people. You can try to survive along with the other characters in the game, or you can help to vote for who you think is the best. This is what I highly recommend for all those people that like to have people over and that they want people to come and just party, but they don't really have a lot, because only one person needs to own the game. Everybody else just goes to Jackbox.tv either on their mobile device or on a computer. It is that simple. You just enter your room code and there you go. My number 3 game for replayability is the game called Rust. Rust has been an alpha since it came out in 2013, but it is growing so much. It's great. It's a survival game. Now, you start off completely naked, which you can turn the nudity on and off, and all you have is a rock and a torch to start off with. And you can get along with friends. It's a multiplayer game, and you can either build yourself your own little fortress, or you can get together with a group of people and make a clan, and then build a bunch of buildings to try to survive. The point of the game is just survive. And there are so many things in this game that can kill you. From starvation to hunger, the animals, the environment itself, or even other people that are playing the game with you. It's one of those games that, depending on what server you're on, will depend on what exactly happens to you. Some of them have more radiation than others, some have decaying that comes on and off faster, and it's just one of those games that you pick a server, you go on, and you have fun. It is a great replayable game that you can play over and over again, and it's a great game that you can play with your friends too. My number 4 pick are the Sims games. Now, if you haven't heard of the Sims, you've been living under a rock. Seriously. These games have been out forever. My go-to of the Sims games are Sims 2, 3, and 4. With their customizable options and the content that you can actually download online, it makes the game so much fun and very customizable with whatever you would like to do. My favorite part of the games are customizing my own characters. I love making my own characters, whether I'm basing them off of my friends and family, or off of TV and anime shows, or if I'm just creating some out-of-the-blue character that just sounds really fun and silly to do. The great thing is, you can set them down so many different career paths, as well as building them their own specialized homes. And there's so much you can do with these games. It has great replay value. You can set up a bunch of different towns. Each town will play differently. In the newer Sims 4, you can actually play through in the workplace of your sim. Like, you can have a bakery and run your bakery. You could be a surgeon and have people come in and take care of them. So many different fun things you can do now with the Sims. And last but not least, I only just got into this game because of Dragon, but my number 5 is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I enjoy creating characters so much. If you couldn't tell from my love of The Sims, from Stardew Valley, it's just so much fun creating your own character that you can run through a world. And the great thing about Skyrim is you can make one character and play through, and then still not get through everything. Your choices weigh heavily on what you do and how you react in the game, and what others do and react to you. Let's say that you join the assassins group and you killed somebody. That person stays dead. They just don't respawn again somewhere else. So if that person had a quest on them, you are not getting that quest back in that storyline. So you'll have to log in another character or load another save to get that quest and take care of those things you needed to take care of with them. Now, this is a game that you can choose a path. Let's say you wanted to go down the assassins and just do assassins. You could do that path. Another path, you could do the Thieves Guild and go straight through all the Thieves Guild stuff. Or you can be a Dawn Guard and go through the vampire stuff. And not even touch the main quests. It is such a good game and so good for replay value. Now, these were my top games. What are your top games? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think are the best replayable games out there. I would love to hear from you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me and Dragon, hit that subscribe button down there for me, please. Now, I will be posting all the links to the games and where you can find them in the description below. And if you want to, you can even request us to do videos on other things. Please leave a comment. thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Come drop by our stream on twitch.tv/dragon_n_bunny. We would be glad to see you there. Have a good day!